Phil Ashworth, Managing Director of the UK for Exensor at DSEI 2021, to hear a bit about some of the solutions that they have on offer. So Phil, tell us a little bit about how the evolution of forward operating bases has changed in recent years and how that can possibly pose a threat.
I think what we've noticed over the last 20 years or so is the way that the forces work, the way they deploy, the standing and positions that they hold within operational areas. They use a more forward operating base, whether it is a UK entity or is shall we say, a NATO partner. And what we're seeing is that the bases have a lot more capability because of the way that they're equipped now. The forces that are deployed forward have more equipment. The bases themselves seem to be significantly larger, and they basically require a higher level of protection, force protection, as well as external intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities, so they know what is happening around their immediate area, and which are, shall we say, deployed forces rather than reliant upon higher level formation forces providing that protection. So what we see is the requirement, and the requirement has grown to, shall we say, establish a very immediate quick fix solution, which will grow and enhance the more stable and long term the forces are deployed and whilst they're in position. And that's the type of evolution that we've seen, and it's really based around the amount of capability they have and the level of force within each base.
Okay. And how does Exsensor's solutions help mitigate base security threats?
Our FlexNet system is based upon an immediate on-the-ground capability. So we provide a level of different levels of cover, and it's a layered approach, so it reduces the burden on the man. The most important aspect to it is that you can rapidly deploy it. So when a force goes to ground, whether it is a short-term base or a longer-term base, they immediately get a level of cover. Our systems are all, shall we say, self-contained. So it's an embedded battery, radio, GPS, everything basically self-sufficient, and it's connected through a mesh radio network. What you see is the fact that we will deploy a series of seismic acoustic sensors which will detect activity around the area. They will see that there's something there. That will inform the commander that basically something is happening in his area, but it's not necessarily a threat yet. What that then connects through to and wakes up and alerts the passive infrared. That will give a direction of travel. So now he's being informed at every stage, and he has an intelligent awareness pattern of what's happening around him, and he can build and make his decision based upon that. Once the PIR sees that there is a threat approaching his base, then it's connected through to a camera, and the camera will give him the confirmation of whether it's a threat or not. And he can react accordingly at each different layer, because that's connected back through a radio system, and he, like Higher Formation Command, has an immediate alert through a PDA, so he knows what's happening, but so does Higher Formation Command, depending on how the system is deployed. What will then happen is that as the system goes to the ground, because that's a system you can deploy immediately. It's there, rapidly, easy to deploy. One button, it connects itself. Then as the system and the base goes more firm, then you can add other capabilities such as PTZs, pan tilt zoom cameras. You can add in radar systems, UAVs, and they all integrate through our system. And you effectively grow your capability and your level of force protection the longer the system is there. System's in place, or the base is in place. But if necessary, it can be used as a short stop operating base, whereby you put the systems on the ground. They have force protection. They have the field of ISR around them, and then they can withdraw and quickly move the equipment away. So what you see on the table is basically a quick fix solution. Now that's an example set, and that is enhanced by more and more sensors. But what we're doing over time is that we're adding more sensors. It is a very open systems architecture, so it's very easy for us to add third-party radars, third-party cameras, third-party UAVs to give that level of assurance and that more informed intelligence to the commander.
Brilliant. And what sort of other things are you showcasing this week aside from FlexNet?
So Exensor is a Swedish and a UK company. We're headquartered in Sweden, but everything is manufactured in the UK. But we're actually part of the Kinim Group. And within the Kinim Group, we're part of the Batan Group, the subsidiary group of Batan. And we were acquired by them 4 years ago now. And what they do is they bring us complementary technologies. We fit very well within their portfolio. So we have an unattended ground sensor system. They have optical systems, so they have a photonics division. They have a CBRN division. And for example, this camera head, these cameras and the lenses are actually made by Batan as a parent company. So they support us on the development of this package, this system, but they bring other capabilities such as the photonics. So as an example, I've got one down here. This is their fusion sight system. So the commander, if the commander needs to react and send a quick reaction force out to a threat, he could take one of these systems and he's got an immediate visual on the target wherever it is. The key to our systems, we will always know where the threat is. We track it. And when the commander deploys, he can also obviously gain eyes on when he's on the ground, so he confirms the activity he's making, delivering onto that target is the correct level. They have a lot of CBRN capabilities, and they're one of the few companies that has the full range of chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear. So again, that complements our capabilities because we can deliver a ground sensor suite, but we can also deliver chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear detectors as well. And we can integrate them through our network into our systems.
Brilliant. And how has it been reconnecting with the customer face to face as the first event that's been going on, for some time?
Well, we've done quite well. We've done exceptionally well over the last 18 months as far as business goes. We've delivered a lot of systems out to NATO partners, and we've been able to connect through those. Meetings here today and reconnecting with people that the customer community, the supplier base has really, has given us now the platform to move forward into new customer areas, as well as confirm our relationships with some of those customers that were understandably difficult to meet with and engage with on a regular basis. We can then show them the evolution of our systems, new technologies. We have a lot of inquiries over the last couple of days as to what we're doing now, what's our technology roadmap, what are the new systems we're bringing online, and this is giving us the opportunity to showcase those, and then we can provide demonstrations at our facility, as an after effect of this show.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thanks for your time, Phil. I wish you all the success.
Thank you, Andrew.